Herdsmen killing in Enugu. OHANAEZE accuses Southeast governors of being major conspirators. Wow. So that is what OHANAEZE is saying, that the governors are part of this killing. Let's see what they have to say to substantiate that. The group stated this in a statement in reaction to the invasion of 3 Ehamufu communities and killing of locals. The OHANAEZE Youth Council, OYC, has accused Southeast governors of being complicit in the incessant killings and invasion of Igbo communities by terrorists and bandits under the disguise of Fulani herdsmen. The group stated this in a statement in the reaction to the invasion of 3 Ehamufu communities and killing of the local people there, condemning the continued unprovoked attacks and killing of locals. In the statement signed by the national president of OYC, IGBO, OHANAEZE lamented the grave silence of the federal government, Southeast governors, and federal representatives from the region. OYC warned that the brutal killings of the people, could propel the youths of Igbo land to pick up similar AK-47 or its equivalent weapon for unavoidable self-defense as an available self-defense. The statement reads, "We can't keep quiet anymore. As OHANAEZE Youth Council, the Southeast governors have proven themselves to be puppets to Fulani political oligarchy who they serve as masters by sacrificing the blood of Indigbo in season and out of season. It is on record that these self-glory governors are the real conspirators sabotaging the real steps to stop the planned ethnic cleansing of Indigbo by the jihadists. This ugly ethnic cleansing of Indigbo at Agu Amede, Mbuji, and Ebo communities in Ehuamufu, Isuzo local government area of the state, started from 22nd to 23rd November 2022. While an attempt was made by contacting the state security services, the state police command, and the governor. We can no longer wait for a soothsayer to let us know that both Nigerian security agents and governors of Igbo extraction have compromised their oath which they swore to protect lives and property of Indigbo. The Ohualo Ngbede has been sacked by Fulani militias and bandits, and up till now, neither President Muhammadu Buhari nor any of the federal government representatives has visited the affected villages at Ehuamufu, at least in pretense to cheer up their militias for a job well done. It added, the silence of federal government of Nigeria, the state government, is a silent way of telling every individual youth in Igbo land to pick up a similar AK-47 or its equivalent weapon for unavoidable self-defense as an available means of self-defense. What happened to Ehuamufu people at Enugu State recorded the death of over 100 people, 50 people missing, with 2 villages being sacked by these dreaded headers. It is on record that the so-called mounted Ebubago of Southeast governors was a mere joker, as some governors turned Ebubago into their militia gangs against their political opponents. Imo State and Ebonyi State have recorded huge deaths of innocent youths by Ebubago. They extort money from innocent Igbo youths and tagged them ESN. Till today, we want to bring to the general public that Ebubago has not recorded any successful operation of confronting any criminal gang, Fulani militias, and bandits, but they have severally recorded hundreds of maiming of innocent Igbo youth with uncovered allegations of labeling the innocent Igbo youth as members of ESN or IPOB. Continuing, the release states that there is no place, either local or international law, that sees self-determination group as criminals or terrorist organizations. But Nigeria, having shifted from the content of being described as a zoo to a jungle territory where total disorderliness and brutality reign, Nigeria is not a zoo. At least there is a level of orderliness and arrangement of animals according to their species in the zoo. Nigeria, in its actual sense, is a jungle. It's a jungle country. And that is true. That is true. That is true. So what is happening here is that the OHANAEZE Youth Council, OYC, is now blaming both the government, federal and state government, for being accomplished, for being part of what is happening in the Igbo land. The ethnic cleansing that is ongoing. At that Ehamufu village or area, we can see that over 100 people have been killed, 50 people missing, and government has not done anything about it, both state and federal. And that is why the OHANAEZE Igbo youth is coming out here to blame the state government for being part of the conspirators to cleanse the Igbo youth or to cleanse the Igbo people. All right? There's ethnic cleansing going on in Igbo land. The Fulani herders have been coming there to kill, and rather than doing something, the state government and federal government will continuously keep silent about it. They won't say anything and they won't do anything. It was on this note that made ESN to spring up to help themselves, because the government is not able to help them in the past. All right. The next thing, they tagged ESN as a part of IPOB. And they started killing them, started killing the IPOB, started killing Igbo people. The next thing, they dispatched soldiers to fight the ESN, because that's where they can fight. And meanwhile, they were protecting, and they keep on protecting the Fulani herders in that community that is causing the mayhem. I don't understand. Before you know it now, Ebonyi State moved from PDP to APC to serve the Fulani masters. And then the Imo State governor, installed by the Fulani judiciary system, and made him the appeal court governor, right? And that is why he's serving the APC as his slave master as well. And so they played to gallery of APC leadership rather than serving the people they swore to protect their lives and their properties. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. So this is what the Igbo youths are saying, that they will, if things continue like this, they will have no option but to pick up their own rifles as well to protect themselves, as the only option left for them. Because the embargo that was instituted by the Igbo land is not helping. Rather, the governors are using the embargo as thugs, political thugs against their opponents. They have never fought the Fulanis, they have never fought the bandits, rather fighting the innocent citizens, extorting money from them, and maiming people. That is what the embargo is doing. I saw it that way. It's quite unfortunate. Another person is writing here in a few comments that we have, 1 naira to $870. Sorry, $1 to 870 naira now. Right? Those killing people in Enugu and other parts of the southeast are not Fulani herdsmen. Who told you? Right? Though they dress like them to keep confusing people, they are not herdsmen. These people shooting and slaughtering people in these areas are well-trained Fulanis, soldiers. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. So the way they are dressing, they are terrorists and they are well-trained soldiers. They are not herdsmen. Herdsmen don't have the military tactics that are displaying. That is what this man is trying to say. They are soldiers under the command of Fulani military commanders scattered all over the southeast. So they are soldiers. That's what this guy is trying to say. The Fulani soldiers, they are more tactical than ordinary herdsmen. So, and that is what is happening. So it's part of the Fulani agenda to Fulanize Nigeria southeast and do ethnic cleansing in the southeast especially. All right? You have made good points, sir. Somebody's agreeing with that. You are correct. Somebody's agreeing with that. And those people must be eyewitnesses in those areas. Okay, now you animals know. But when Nnamdi Kanu was telling you, ask the same Fulani to kill him. All right? You see, so telling you, you ask the same Fulani to kill him. So, yeah, so most Igbos are sitting silent while Nnamdi Kanu is suffering there under the custody, in the custody of the DSS. Our people in National Assembly and governors are Fulani boys, and that is true. Southeast governors should be banished from Igbo land. Well, how will you achieve that? All right, somebody said, well said. OHANAEZE woke up rather late from their slumber. And as for Southeast governors, most especially Ogwani, they are all bunch of, yeah, all right, they are slaves to the Fulanis. And this is me putting it very mildly. You see, the Southeast governors are culpable and cannot escape the judgment of God. Hope Uzodinma have destroyed Igbo land. All right. So a lot of the comments here is pointing to the fact that the governors in the Southeast are actually part of this accomplice as they are being blamed by the OHANAEZE Youth Council. It's quite unfortunate that the governors are folding their arms. Almost all the governors in all the countries are folding their arms, watching the Fulanis carry out mayhem in all the communities, and they don't do anything. And they call themselves governors and chief security officers of the state, but they are not securing anything, and they can't do anything. The same thing happening in the Southwest. Now, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is no longer passable because of the number of bandits and the herdsmen that have taken over those roads, kidnapping every day, killing every day. All the governors, the governor of Lagos State, governor of Oyo State, I don't see what they're doing about it. Understand? How? How can people be so gullible? How can people not come out for one and say this is bad? Let's find a way to stop it. It's quite unfortunate. So let me have your comment below. This is what is happening in the southeastern states of Nigeria, especially in Enugu.